This changes everything. No one saw it coming. For years, the world's biggest automakers have been fighting to crack the code of solid-state batteries. Billions of dollars poured into research. Bold promises made about faster charging, longer range, and ultimate safety. Yet despite their efforts, progress stalled. Then, out of nowhere, CATL dropped a bombshell. No hype, no grand announcements, just results. They didn't just improve battery tech, they redefined it entirely. Their breakthrough didn't follow the same path as Tesla or Toyota. It blazed a new trail. Now the game has changed. Imagine electric cars charging in minutes instead of hours. Imagine battery life doubling while costs plummet. Imagine entire industries forced to rethink their future. What happens to gas-powered cars when charging becomes faster than filling a tank? Will Tesla's dominance crumble under CATL's innovation? And could Toyota's hybrid strategy suddenly become irrelevant? Stay tuned. This is just the beginning. It's happening. When everyone else hit a wall, CATL found a way forward. The promise of solid-state batteries has long been both captivating and elusive. Automakers and battery companies alike invested billions into this technology, only to encounter persistent issues with energy density, charging speed, and safety. The concept was promising, using solid electrolytes instead of liquid ones to create safer, more efficient batteries. But translating that concept into a practical product proved daunting. Toyota, QuantumScape, and even Tesla have all faced setbacks with solid-state battery development. Toyota, in particular, had placed immense faith in the potential of these batteries to revolutionize electric mobility. However, the reality was less than ideal. Solid-state batteries were prone to dendrite formation, tiny metal filaments that could pierce the solid electrolyte, causing short circuits and potentially leading to fires. This single flaw kept solid-state technology from becoming the transformative innovation everyone hoped for. So, how did CATL overcome these obstacles? Instead of merely tweaking existing designs, CATL approached the problem from a completely different angle. The company introduced the 3D honeycomb anode, a unique structure that increases surface area, allowing lithium ions to move faster and more freely. This structural innovation significantly reduces stress and wear during charging, which in turn extends battery life and prevents degradation. But that wasn't the only breakthrough. CATL also developed a biomimetic electrolyte interface, inspired by natural processes. This innovation allows the battery to self-heal, preventing the formation of harmful dendrites. By mimicking biological cell membranes that repair damage, the electrolyte interface maintains its integrity even under high stress, drastically improving safety and longevity. These innovations didn't just solve technical challenges, they made the battery commercially viable. CATL's condensed battery can be produced at scale without the prohibitive costs that typically accompany cutting-edge technology. This means automakers can integrate it into their models without significantly increasing production expenses. While others stumbled, CATL quietly built the future. The company's ability to innovate without publicizing its every step allowed it to make real progress, while competitors remained stuck in research and development phases. Now, as CATL prepares to roll out this battery to automakers worldwide, companies like Toyota must reckon with the reality that they've been outpaced. But why does this breakthrough hit Toyota the hardest? Toyota's billion-dollar mistake. When playing it safe becomes your biggest risk, Toyota has long been heralded as the pioneer of hybrid technology, with the Prius serving as a symbol of sustainable innovation. While other automakers rushed into fully electric vehicles, Toyota maintained its cautious approach, doubling down on hybrids and betting on solid-state batteries as the next big step. The strategy seemed sound until now. Toyota's approach to EVs has always been conservative. The company believed that hybrids would serve as a bridge between internal combustion engines and full electrification, giving the industry time to develop reliable electric solutions. Toyota also poured billions into solid-state battery research, confident that this technology would eventually give it a competitive edge. However, CATL's unexpected breakthrough has shattered that strategy by producing a battery that not only outperforms, but also undercuts Toyota's long-awaited solid-state technology. CATL has forced Toyota into a corner. Suddenly, Toyota's methodical, cautious approach appears outdated and inefficient. Why did Toyota miss the mark? The answer lies in its corporate philosophy. Toyota has always favored incremental innovation over radical change, valuing reliability and long-term performance. While that philosophy served it well with hybrids, it proved a liability in the fast-evolving EV landscape. CATL, in contrast, took calculated risks and embraced new ideas, allowing it to leap ahead. Toyota's strategy just got flipped on its head. The automaker must now reconsider its entire approach to EV development. Should it scrap its own battery research and partner with CATL? Or should it double down on its solid-state projects, risking more time and money? As Toyota contemplates its next move, the industry watches closely. If you're as fascinated as we are by this groundbreaking shift in battery technology, make sure to subscribe. We're diving into the latest innovations, industry reactions, and what it all means for you as an EV owner or future buyer. Don't miss out on the updates that could shape the future of driving. Toyota isn't the only one caught off guard. Global automakers are on edge. American brands caught off guard. American automakers, particularly General Motors and Ford, have made significant strides toward electrification. Both brands have introduced ambitious plans to phase out internal combustion engines and embrace electric vehicles over the next decade. However, CATL's new battery technology poses a direct threat to these carefully laid plans. Suddenly, the strategies that seemed forward-thinking just months ago now appear insufficient. General Motors has positioned itself as a leader in electric mobility with its Ultium battery platform, which promised increased range and reduced costs. Yet CATL's breakthrough in energy density and charging speed puts the Ultium strategy at risk of becoming outdated before it even reaches full deployment. Ford, meanwhile, has made waves with the electric F-150 Lightning and Mustang Mach-E, but these models rely on lithium-ion technology that now seems less competitive in light of CATL's advancements. The challenge for these American giants lies in their commitment to current battery technologies. Unlike Tesla, which can rapidly innovate through vertical integration, GM and Ford depend on partnerships with established battery manufacturers. With CATL now setting the industry standard, both companies must decide whether to pivot their strategies or risk falling behind in the electric vehicle race. The struggle is compounded by the need to balance traditional internal combustion engine production with electric vehicle innovation. While GM has pledged to become all-electric by 2035, transitioning from existing production lines to new battery technologies requires immense resources and organizational restructuring. Ford, too, is caught between maintaining its legacy trucks and investing in next-generation electric models. American giants must evolve or risk losing the EV race altogether. As CATL's new battery technology rapidly reshapes the market, Detroit's automakers face an urgent challenge. Adapt now or watch global competitors take the lead. The impact of this breakthrough goes far beyond automakers, redefining the EV market. Who wins and who loses? A new era in EVs means winners and losers. Who's prepared? The automotive world is no stranger to disruption, but CATL's battery breakthrough is on a different scale. The new technology is poised to reshape the electric vehicle market by setting new standards for energy density, charging speed, and durability. Automakers who can quickly integrate this innovation will have a significant competitive advantage, while those who cling to traditional battery tech may find themselves on the losing side. Companies with strong partnerships or licensing deals with GAIs are poised to benefit. Conversely, brands that have invested heavily in now outdated battery technologies may face significant financial setbacks. The landscape of the EV industry just shifted, and not everyone will survive. But what does this mean for everyday consumers? What this means for you buying an EV in 2025? Is your current EV already outdated? That is the question haunting many electric vehicle owners, as CATL's revolutionary solid-state battery takes center stage. For years, EV buyers have sought the best technology to maximize range, reduce charging time, and ensure long-term value. Now, with CATL's game-changing breakthrough, consumers face a dilemma. Should they hold off on purchasing an EV until this new technology becomes widely available, or continue with existing models that may soon feel obsolete? The key to answering this question lies in understanding how CATL's battery fundamentally alters the electric vehicle landscape. Traditional lithium-ion batteries, while functional, have limitations that CATL's innovation promises to overcome. Faster charging, increased energy density, and improved safety are no longer future aspirations. They are realities. If CATL's condensed battery becomes the new standard, Current EV models could quickly lose value, and resale prices may plummet as buyers seek out the latest technology. This brings up a practical issue: resale value. If CATL-powered vehicles hit the market within the next 2 to 3 years, existing EVs may depreciate faster than expected. Typically, electric vehicles already face significant value drops compared to combustion engine cars, but the introduction of a superior battery technology could accelerate this trend. Owners of current EVs may find their cars outdated almost overnight as buyers gravitate toward models with faster charging and longer ranges. So what should potential buyers do? First, consider your immediate needs. If you are planning to purchase an EV now, research how well the model you are considering holds value over time. Look for features that future-proof your investment, such as software update capabilities or partnerships with battery innovators. Second, monitor CATL's rollout timeline. If mass production is imminent, it might be worth waiting for the next generation of EVs. Finally, think about the longevity of your purchase. A vehicle that meets your needs for the next 5 to 10 years might still be worth buying now, even if newer models emerge shortly after. Buying an EV today might feel like investing in yesterday's tech, but for those who value practicality and reliability, a well-researched decision can still pay off. The automotive world is changing rapidly, and staying informed is the best strategy to navigate this evolving market. It's not just buyers facing tough choices. Energy infrastructure must adapt too. The EV Infrastructure Challenge: Charging Up for the Future. A revolutionary battery means nothing if you can't charge it. CATL's new solid-state battery offers rapid charging capabilities that could finally put EVs on par with gasoline cars when it comes to refueling time. However, there is a major problem. The current charging infrastructure in most countries is nowhere near ready to handle such advancements. Most public charging stations are designed for existing battery technologies, with charging speeds ranging from 50 to 150 kilowatts. CATL's innovation, however, could push charging capabilities well beyond that, requiring stations capable of delivering 300 to 500 kilowatts to fully capitalize on the new battery's potential. This means that without a rapid overhaul of the charging infrastructure, drivers with next-generation EVs might still find themselves stuck at slow, outdated stations. The challenge is not just about installing more charging points. It is about upgrading the entire grid to handle significantly higher loads. Fast charging puts immense pressure on local power networks, potentially causing overloads if the infrastructure is not properly managed. This requires both public and private sector investment to ensure that grids are reinforced and charging stations are equipped with the latest technology. Governments will need to rethink their policies around EV infrastructure development. Subsidies and grants that were sufficient for traditional chargers may no longer be adequate. In addition, the private sector, particularly energy companies and automotive giants, must collaborate to build high-capacity charging hubs. These hubs would not only accommodate rapid charging, but also manage energy distribution more efficiently, minimizing power surges and maintaining stability in the grid. The future of EVs might not just hinge on the battery itself, but on how quickly we can upgrade the charging grid. Without a robust and widespread infrastructure, CATL's Breakthrough risks becoming an underutilized innovation. While manufacturers race to adopt the new battery, the world's energy networks must adapt just as quickly. While infrastructure adapts, what about the costs associated with this new technology? Cost implications: are new EVs about to get pricier? Better technology often means a bigger price tag, but will this be the case with CATL's Breakthrough? The allure of CATL's new battery is undeniable: faster charging, greater range, and enhanced safety. However, the question on many consumers' minds is whether these advantages will come with a steep cost increase. Historically, every major leap in battery innovation has led to an initial price surge. Early adopters of CATL-powered vehicles might face higher purchase prices as manufacturers recoup development costs. Advanced battery materials, complex manufacturing processes, and supply chain adjustments all contribute to elevated production expenses. This could make the first wave of CATL-equipped cars significantly more expensive than current EV models. However, there is hope that mass production could lower costs over time. CATL's strategic partnerships with automakers might streamline production, reducing unit costs as economies of scale take effect. Moreover, as battery technology matures and becomes more standardized, we could see a gradual decrease in retail prices. Consumers must also consider the long-term savings. While the initial investment may be higher, reduced charging time, lower maintenance costs, and improved battery lifespan could offset the upfront price. Additionally, the growing second-hand EV market might present affordable options as CATL-powered cars become more mainstream. What feels expensive now could actually be a cost-saving investment. Consumers need to weigh the initial expense against potential long-term benefits. As manufacturers release new models, it will be crucial to compare not just the price tags, but also the cost of ownership, including maintenance and energy efficiency. And even if consumers can afford these new EVs, will they be able to rely on them long-term? Long-term reliability. Are these batteries built to last? A breakthrough that doesn't last is just hype. Can CATL's battery stand the test of time? As revolutionary as CATL's battery technology appears, one fundamental question remains: durability. Consumers are right to worry about whether these cutting-edge batteries can withstand years of use without significant degradation. One of the most significant risks with advanced battery technology is the potential for early performance drop-offs. Even if the battery charges faster and lasts longer on a single charge, will it maintain these capabilities over several years? CATL claims to have addressed these concerns through rigorous testing, but real-world performance often reveals issues that laboratory tests miss. The biggest threat comes from unexpected technical failures. For example, previous battery innovations touted enhanced longevity, only to develop issues such as overheating, reduced capacity after frequent fast charging, or susceptibility to environmental factors. CATL's new materials and construction methods aim to counter these problems, but consumers will remain skeptical until long-term data proves consistent reliability. CATL has focused heavily on stress testing to ensure that the battery maintains its performance even under harsh conditions. Simulated long-term usage, high-speed charging cycles, and exposure to extreme temperatures are part of their quality assurance process. This rigorous testing could help reassure buyers that they are not just purchasing innovation, but durability as well. If the battery can't last, even revolutionary tech won't matter. Consumers need to see proof of longevity before fully investing in CATL-powered vehicles. Early reviews and user feedback will play a crucial role in shaping the market's perception of this breakthrough. If CATL's innovation holds up, how will it change the very future of electric mobility? How CATL's breakthrough redefines the EV landscape. What happens when one company's innovation forces an entire industry to change? CATL's new solid-state battery is not just a breakthrough, it is a disruptive force that is reshaping the entire electric vehicle landscape. For decades, automakers have been racing to develop reliable and efficient battery technologies. Solid-state batteries have been the holy grail, promising better energy density, faster charging times, and improved safety. However, most manufacturers have faced insurmountable challenges, from high production costs to technical flaws. Then, CATL quietly emerged with a solution that not only met but exceeded expectations. With this new battery technology, CATL has effectively set a new standard for the industry. Traditional lithium-ion batteries, which dominated the market for years, now seem outdated. Automakers around the world, including giants like Tesla, Toyota, and Volkswagen, are suddenly forced to reassess their strategies. The pressure to innovate or fall behind has never been more intense. Battery manufacturers that once led the field are now playing catch-up, scrambling to understand how CATL achieved what they could not. This innovation also changes the conversation about battery safety and efficiency. While many companies were focused on incremental improvements, CATL took a completely different approach. Their honeycomb anode and biomimetic electrolyte interface did not just reduce risks, they practically eliminated them. The new design also increased energy density without compromising durability, a feat that has eluded competitors for years. The question now is whether CATL's breakthrough will unify the industry around a new standard or lead to a fractured market with multiple competing technologies. If automakers choose to adopt CATL's design, it could mean the consolidation of battery tech around a single innovative model. However, if other manufacturers push back and develop their own alternatives, it could lead to a battle of technologies, with some companies betting on hybrid approaches, while others fully embrace the solid-state revolution. The implications extend beyond just the automotive industry. Energy companies, infrastructure developers, and even government regulators are closely watching how this new battery technology will shape the future of electric mobility. Countries that have invested heavily in older battery infrastructures may need to rethink their strategies, while those just starting to build out charging networks might leapfrog directly to the new standard. This could either unify the industry around a new standard or create a new battle for dominance. So what does this mean for the biggest player in the game, Toyota? Can Toyota recover? What's next for the auto giant? When your legacy is at stake, do you double down or pivot? Toyota has long been the leader in hybrid technology, building its reputation on reliability and innovation. For years, the company's cautious approach to full electrification seemed wise, allowing it to dominate the hybrid market, while other automakers took risks on fully electric vehicles. However, CATL's new battery breakthrough has put Toyota in a difficult position. The automaker that once seemed untouchable now faces a critical decision: adapt or risk losing its market dominance. Toyota has several options. First, it could innovate internally, doubling down on its own battery research to create a rival to CATL's technology. However, this path is risky. Developing a new battery from scratch takes years and billions of dollars, and Toyota would still be starting from behind. Alternatively, Toyota might consider collaboration. Partnering with CATL could allow them to integrate the new battery technology into their own vehicles faster, leveraging CATL's research, while focusing on vehicle design and consumer experience. Another possibility is acquisition. Toyota could invest in or outright buy a smaller battery innovator with promising technology, effectively bypassing years of development. This strategy would align with Toyota's history of investing in startups and tech companies to stay ahead. However, it also poses financial risks and might not pay off if the technology does not scale as expected. Leveraging Toyota's hybrid experience might be another strategic move. The company could integrate CATL's battery into a new generation of plug-in hybrids, creating vehicles that offer both electric range and gasoline backup. This hybrid approach could appeal to consumers who are still wary of full EV adoption. However, this would only work if Toyota can act swiftly enough to secure battery supply. Toyota's legacy as a pioneer is at stake. The automaker's identity has been built on being dependable and forward-thinking, but this sudden shift challenges that image. If Toyota does not respond effectively, it risks being seen as a company stuck in the past, while others innovate. Even giants must evolve, or risk falling into irrelevance. Toyota isn't the only automaker feeling the pressure. How will Tesla respond? Tesla's counterattack: innovation or adaptation? Elon Musk didn't see this coming. Can Tesla stay ahead of the curve? Tesla, once hailed as the undisputed leader in electric vehicle technology, now faces a major challenge. CATL's breakthrough has forced Tesla to reconsider its own battery strategy. Tesla's success has always been rooted in superior battery performance, long range, and cutting-edge technology. But with CATL offering similar or even better battery efficiency, the company's competitive edge is under threat. Tesla has two primary strategies to counter CATL. First, it could double down on its own battery innovation. Tesla has been developing new battery technologies, including its ambitious 4,680 cells, which promise greater range and efficiency. However, developing a completely new battery comparable to CATL's might take years, during which Tesla risks losing market share. The second strategy is to adapt by forming alliances. Tesla could collaborate with CATL to integrate the new battery technology into its cars. This would mean prioritizing innovation over pride, something Elon Musk might find challenging. However, partnering with CATL could safeguard Tesla's market leadership by keeping its models at the forefront of battery technology. Tesla's brand loyalty might also help it weather the storm. Consumers trust Tesla's innovation and design philosophy, which could cushion the impact of CATL's breakthrough. However, if other automakers start offering cheaper, longer-range EVs with CATL batteries, even the most loyal Tesla fans might start to reconsider. Will Tesla continue leading the pack, Or has CATL forced it into second place? Beyond the corporate battles, what does this mean for EV enthusiasts and everyday drivers? What this means for you, navigating the EV revolution. Don't get stuck with outdated tech. Here's how to make the right EV choice. As CATL's Breakthrough reshapes the market, consumers face a critical choice: wait for the new technology or invest in current EV models. On one hand, existing models from Tesla and Toyota are proven and available now. On the other, CATL-powered vehicles promise better range, faster charging, and increased longevity. The question is whether it is worth waiting for these advancements to hit the market. Buying a current EV model might mean ending up with outdated technology within a few years. Resale values could plummet as CATL-powered vehicles become the norm. Consumers who prioritize long-term value might consider holding off on major purchases until the new technology becomes mainstream. For those who cannot wait, focusing on adaptable brands might be the best approach. Tesla, for example, regularly updates its software and hardware, making it more future-proof. Consumers should also look at automakers likely to partner with CATL, as their models might integrate the new battery tech sooner. Being ahead of the curve isn't just about the car you drive, it's about making the right choice at the right time. As the EV landscape shifts, staying informed is your best strategy. CATL just changed the game, and the automotive world may never be the same. Whether you're rooting for Tesla to counterattack or wondering how Toyota will bounce back, we've got you covered. Make sure to subscribe for more in-depth analysis and the latest news on the EV revolution. Hit that bell so you don't miss the next big story. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.